Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Haunted PS1 demo disc, where today we are going to be playing the Drowning Machine. Okay, so a lot of warnings. Okay, so it's body horror, suicide, self-harm, real death, graphic descriptions, and discussions of strong negative emotions. So this seems like it's going to be a heavier one. That being said, please, if any of those things are topics in which you are sensitive to, consider stepping out. Check out one of my other videos. And take care, please. Before my best friend's passing, we began working on a game together. These excerpts are all I have left. In his honor, it's time to finish this game. Okay. So yeah, this one seems like it's going to be a more serious, heavy one. Take that in mind when you watch. I appreciate you guys, but your mental health always has to come first. Oh, it's not his music. Like music in the beginning. Okay. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, so it's right there. Okay. Read before playing. I feel it's important to warn you of exactly what you're about to see. As much as it has been incredibly painful to work on, I feel like this message is one that needs to be heard. In February of 2019, my best friend Charlie took his own life. He was a brother to me, as much as he was a friend. 2 months before his passing, he and I began to work on a game together, a project he loved dearly. What you're about to see is the closest I'll ever come to his original vision, wrapped in my own experience, morning's loss. The Drowning Machine is a testament to his life and creativity, and the real, unfiltered experience of losing a loved one to suicide. I've attempted to start this project a number of times under different names and perspectives, but this has been the only way that feels right. Before he passed, he insisted that if anything bad were to ever happen to one of us, the other one had to finish the game. Profit from the Drowning Machine will be donated to the Trans Lifeline in Charlie's honor. So yeah, this is gonna be heavy. Oh, is that not to be clicked? Oh, okay. Oh, maybe that's the music. Can already tell this is gonna, yeah. Let's play. Oh. Okay, so the beginning. You were gone long before I ever knew how to start looking. I watched as your spine began to snap. Reverie continues excerpts from the poem Severance written by Charlie, provided before his passing. The spite. I'm curious why it's doing that. Kiddo stopped you. If I knew it was the last time I'd ever see you, would I have acted differently? If I felt betrayed. Okay, you know what? We're coming soon, okay? Oh, those ones are not. Okay. So let's do the Reverie. Oh. Coming soon. Can I play? Okay, so that doesn't seem to be working. So maybe just not play the coming soon ones. Sounds. The waiting. I tore out my fingernails waiting to hear your voice. I keep telling myself that the blood made me miss that call. Free Fall contains excerpts from the poem Selfish, written by Charlie. Okay, that one's coming soon. Okay. So the first one we can play is Free Fall, because those ones are coming soon. Other from the Drowning Machine contain heavy reference to real death, suicide, self-harm, suicidal ideation, and a number of dark themes. If you're sensitive to any of the above material, please tread carefully. The Drowning Machine is a true story. And please take that into consideration. I don't like the trees vibrating. That's a little creepy. I found a nest of birds, huddled together in the corner of the porch overhang of our family home. It was spring and the newborn babies had to eat. Chirping was mind-numbing, but the birds in the nest were so cute. Oh, there's tab to stop waiting. Hey, have you heard from Charlie? No, why? He sent me something weird. Haven't heard from him since Friday. I'm getting worried. Huh. Oh, there's a tree. One morning, the chirping was different. Tiny bird, baby bird no eyes, had fallen from its home. The thing was pathetic, screaming for help on the pavement below. We all know you're not supposed to touch a baby bird. I left it where it was to wait for its mother. But night fell and the bird's cries for help went unheeded, now weak with exhaustion. I did what I could to keep it from harm, trying desperately to bring it closer to its home. I fear I may have sealed its fate. It was fun at first, the brush of wings, Charlie, something else, suicides in there, goodbyes in there. Sunlight lingered on his lips, danced on his smile, radiated from his eyes, the heavenly gleam that seemed to blot out the endless ocean, the lilting swallow melody that covered the notes of my swan song. It's quiet and that's unnerving. Oh! The next day, the baby bird was motionless. It's sick and flew its flight where it laid. The baby never stood a chance. Oh. I'm starting to really worry. He doesn't usually disappear for this long. He can't be gone for real this time. I can't do this without him. James lives in the same campus. I'll ask him to go knock on Charlie's door. He left a note on our server saying we could split up his stuff when he's gone. Tell your friends to fucking hurry. I laid at an impasse. My daughter had seen the bird, yet she wanted to see it reunited with its family. I can't stand the thought of her cries when she discovered it. Crying out for its own mother. I did what had to be done. I was suddenly the only person on Earth and the only person in this garden of weeds, thoughtlessly not grabbing at the rose that called to me, thinking it was normal, it was beautiful. When my blood fell on the petals because it was his color, how could that be wrong? Cupid's bow bent and slung those words into my bloodstream. I love you. When it comes to lies, the heart-shaped arrow kills just the same as a spade, and sometimes the anger consumes me. In memoriam, I laid a baby to rest in the garden, behind the bushes, out of sight. I thought I had done it a favor. Maybe a mother would finally come and care for her sickly child. Maybe it still had a chance. I tried not to think about it. I tried desperately to bury myself in my work. Anything to escape the memory of its cries. But the chirping wouldn't stop. No matter what I tore away and hid behind, the screams would never stop. Charlie passed away. The double-headed snake with no eyes, thrashing blindly, purposeless, teeth bared, because 5 years ago I was murdered, or maybe I wasn't. Is it murder if I provided the knife and let him into my home? Crystal clear of the sun's rays, I can sear a brand of foolishness into my virgin skin, but as always happens, as warm, familiar glow, my life, as it seems, controlled by a single letter in the alphabet. Faith, fall, face, flight, fail, freeze, forget. It's haunting. Wrecked with guilt and desperation, I took one last look. The chirping had stopped, but the wailing had only just begun. Maybe it would have been better if it had passed long ago. Oh, this is a perspective of the body we saw at the bottom, I think? No, wait. Okay, the swarming mass of biting ants. The agonizing scream of a baby in pain. Oh, it is, yeah. And a family of birds now silent. Free fall. An excerpt from The Drowning Machine. A game by Aidan Cushing. Based on the original story by Charlie Schultz. I apologize if I pronounced that incorrect. An excerpt from Selfish, written by Charlie and provided for game use. I think that's... Dive deeper. So the Wanderer. During a period of grief, sometimes it's better to fight your way to the surface, trying desperately to breathe again. Sometimes it's safer just to sink beneath the waves. Wanderlust contains excerpts from a poem, Break It Down, written by Charlie, provided before his passing. This is one where I'd want to buy the game and play it fully and stay out, wandering around the store crying or scaring the customers. Weirdo. Can I interact with you? Oh, pulling my teeth a hooked a deer headlights loose. Okay. Pulling my gum, my teeth, a deer headlights being used. Okay. This one we're collecting those. Cheer up, bud. It's the first snow of the winter. It hasn't snowed at all and it's February. Aren't you excited? Why aren't you excited? You love this. It's your favorite part of winter. When everything is still and the snow soaks up the sound. Pulling gum from my teeth. A something hook. A deer in headlights. Being used, pinching the candles. There's another piece of paper on it. Oh, Jesus. It's been tearing me up, you know, not knowing how you went. Every night I see you there. In that 2-person dorm room. Alone. Left to sit for 3 whole days in that second empty bed frame. Stood up against the wall. And the flies crawling in. Pulling the gum. Pinching the candles. That's an aggressive train. I can go down. Oh, it's paper. Is that a person? That's unsettling. That's unsettling. Of course I wandered. Into the snow, no jacket required. White drawing streaks of red across the skin. Rubbed raw from sea salt. Unfeeling. You had to know I couldn't just stand to lie there. Wrapped in your brutal shroud. Your epitaph through magenta glass. Boring hole in the back of my head. Static birthday boy, a compliant hospital patient. Is there not? It's gone, making a mess, spitting it out. A tangle of yarn, a selfish little toddler. They come, they promise, they leave. I still need to scrounge up a ticket. My Xbox just scared the living daylights out of me. Train's not here yet. Gotta scrape one together, but it's cold outside. I also still have at least one more sheet left. Oh, that is a ticket, okay. Oh, it's in there with the person. Where else haven't we explored? I don't think we've gone this way. Hey! Okay. Pulling my gums, baring my teeth, a fish on a hook, a deer in headlights, being born, being used, being dead, pinching the candles, kissing the flame, the ecstatic birthday boy, the compliant hospital patient, is there, it's not, it's gone, making a mess, spitting it out, a tangle of yarn, a selfish little toddler, they come, they promise, they leave. And I got my ticket. Time to get out of here. And you never bought that ticket. Where are you going to go? Home? No destination was worth the price. Of the space in between. You stayed on the beach until they found you. Scared. In the snow. Alone. Wanderlust. An excerpt from The Drowning Machine, a game by Hayden Cushing. Based on original story by Charlie. You promised. Wake up. I think the dread, but eulogy is there. After what I'd seen, I couldn't bear the thought of having to see you in that coffin. The makeup artist at the last funeral could barely cover the marks. Eulogy was created in 3 hours using the poem Your Actions Have Consequences, written by Charlie, provided before his passing. This is heavy. Eulogy. Okay, collecting notes again. I can't do another open casket. I can't. The lingering, persistent cough sounds like too long of a drag, tastes like a ragged purging, feels like silent exhaling, screaming. Guess I took down the old swing sets. Probably because of our late night haunts. Haven't slept in days. Those nights I drove you home early. I should have known. Let's go peek down there. It's dark down there, kiddo. Oh, that's one of the text things that it said before. It's dark down there, kiddo. Oh, there's one over there. Okay, let's see. We can't go in there, but we can go around. Whispers like a spot of rust, screams like the snap of a flame, cries like synthetic rubber, the floating violent lightness snags like human desert, grips like gnashing teeth, pulls at your at your 10th empty hour. I'm not missing much more. Now I take the back roads home. Another body. It's okay. You'll be fine. Hide the hurt. You promised. You owe it to him. I need the prompt again.
Today I'm here in front of you to read words I was hoping I'd never have to write. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get through them, but for his sake I damn well have to try. These words might be rough for some, but I promised him I'd say them. Monday morning, I woke up to the news I had been praying not to hear the night before. Charlie Schultz, the brightest star in my life, had passed away. I spent several days convinced this was all a bad dream I'd wake up from with a hole torn in my heart, but sadly I've had no such luck. I've spent several days trying to find a singular event, some defining moment in my friendship with him that could capture everything he meant to me, but no single experience with him could ever show you what it was like to have him in your life. No words could ever encompass the boundless creativity and artistry of the things he created. No words could ever explain the endless late nights and inside jokes and philosophical conversation, the laughter, the tears. No words could ever encompass the bottomless support and love he had for the people he cared about. Though he may not have seen it himself, Charlie was a warrior. The fears and burdens and sorrow he experienced in his life would crush even the strongest among us. Charlie held the weight of the world on his shoulders, but if you so much as frowned within a mile of him, he wouldn't hesitate for a single second to drop everything he was doing to come to your rescue. Charlie may not have known it, but he was our rock, and we did all we could to be his. But pain is incomprehensible, and his fight has ended. So in honor of his fight and the joy he brought into our lives, I ask all of you only one thing. Today let us bury the body of the daughter, granddaughter, niece, and sister who never quite was. Let us lay to rest his fears and pain and regret. Let us mourn the parts of him that never were. And let us remember and rejoice in the light of the son, grandson, brother, and friend Charlie truly was. His dry wit and boundless creativity, the good times and the bad. Let us remember the warrior, inspiration, and absolute gem of a human being that is Charlie Schultz, because a little bit of that man lives on inside each and every one of us. Rest in peace, kiddo. I'm so proud to have called you my friend.
Eulogy. An excerpt from The Drowning Machine, a game by Aidan Cushing. That's I didn't get all of it. And that, my friends, was The Drowning Machine. I do know I didn't finish I didn't get all the, I didn't get all the papers in Eulogy, but I'm leaving that purposely. One, so that it encourages you guys to maybe check this out yourself, and two, because this is one I genuinely think I would look at the full game for. I take it Charlie may have been trans, from that and from the fact that the proceeds of this go to Trans Lifeline. The creator of this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you're struggling with suicidal thoughts or dark thoughts, in the description below I will have phone numbers and links to resources in which can help you. Please know that you're never alone. I hope that you have a lovely evening, morning, afternoon, or night wherever you are. And goodbye, everyone.